Welcome back to Sports Tonight on your award-winning Sports Loving Channels television. We're taking a look at the 21st edition of the African Athletics Championship. We're actually reviewing it. So if you have questions, I don't want to give everything to Bukola in the studio. You can talk to us, send us questions, comments, suggestions on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook, channels like Sports. Bukola, I'm glad you mentioned teething problems because to solve a problem, you must identify it. There were a lot in the media about the problems the first 2-3 days. What were those teething problems, and how can we avoid them in subsequent?
Austin, again, for me, as someone that has been to over 50 countries, to over 100 cities in my lifetime to watch sporting events of this nature, including the one that happened in my second country, England, you must encounter those problems the first 2-3 days. The ability to be able to come back from those problems and go out with a bang is what makes you good at what you do. And as I've said earlier on, you know, when you called me on Skype, I threw a challenge. I said, show me one person that slept at the airport that are normally short by 11 o'clock and are swept out. Show me one person. The exaggeration was that people slept all night at the airport. Let me finish. Yeah. In fact, if Ruben Abati wrote the same thing today without getting the facts right. Nobody, we were able to get people to go and sleep at the hotels before bringing them. But I'm not going to start portioning blames because they were blames from the countries that were arriving. I'll give you a typical example. It was all over the media that Cameroon was stranded at the airport. You remember? Yeah. But Cameroon was stranded in Douala. Yeah. But they put that blame on us. Like I said, I am determined to talk about the positives.
It's okay, but
let me finish. Austin.
We also need
Austin, let me finish.
I just want to clear this because we corrected that of Cameroon. Did Kenya threaten to pull out because of logistic problems?
Why would I want to dwell on that when I saw the reception the Kenyans got when they go back to Nairobi for winning the event?
Look at the sort of messages on social media. You know,
you are still going back. Also, you are still going back to 6 days ago. I am not dwelling on that. You're not listening to me. Kenya won this event, left Asaba swiftly as one of the first countries to leave, got to Nairobi, each free, were welcomed by thousands of people, like they won the World Cup. It was the first time they were winning the African Championship. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that the Kenyans came and dominated a competition that was well organized.
Can we also talk about did you guys review? Did the local organizing committee? Did you dot the I's and cross the T's? Did you say to yourself, we are ready to host now? Did you say that to yourself?
So apologies have been rendered for those Hitches. So why are you dwelling on it?
Did they happen? That's the problem.
Which one of them? Nobody slept at the airport. That's a lie.
But where
people laid down
athletes left at the airport for a long time.
People laid down at the Austin. You and I spoke of if you're going to let me explain to people, then let me talk.
Okay.
Please. Athletes were waiting to connect. And in the process of waiting to connect, they spread down there. They did it in Asaba just yesterday. But they left Asaba that same yesterday. Can you imagine someone would have caught that? And there were chairs everywhere. They refused to sit on the chairs. They just laid on the... And I started joking with them. I started saying, you people have started sleeping on the floor again. Before we know it, somebody will say, they left you
Let's end that part. Let's end that. Were there logistics problems? Let's end at this competition.
We faced Hitches at the beginning, but we were able to surmount them. But credit must be given to the leadership of the LOC with the way we're able to evacuate people after the event and send them back. But you know what area you are missing? That this is the first event, this is the first athletics championship in Africa ever, where the host paid for the transportation of everybody, paid for everybody, paid winning prize money, paid for their return, also gave subsidies on their international flights. Nobody's talking about all of that. And this is the first African Championship to have up to 52 countries. I was in South Africa in Durban. How many countries attended?
It sounds good. It sounds good. So we've cleared that part, Bukola. Let's move on. Infrastructure now. which is a problem in this country. The look and feel of the stadium is good, but where the track's bumpy.
So I feel it is. It's a. I'm trying to look for the vocabulary to use.
I just want to know if the tracks were bumpy.
Austin, if you don't let me answer your questions, after this event, you and I will have a smile. Let me answer your question. Kester Stamaya said, the atmosphere in Asaba made me lower the timing of the South Africa record, right? Talu was dancing at every given opportunity. She won the event and got the medals. I feel sour losers were those who complained about the tracks. But guess what? You and I, not even the runners, have the prerogative to cast aspersion on the track. The person that can certify the track, the people that can certify the track, are IAAF.
Okay, just
and the president of IAAF himself said that was one of the best tracks he had ever seen in Africa. Don't forget, he's the first 10 tracker ever in Africa.
Did he run on it?
He was a runner. Top runner.
Did he run on the top tracks?
He doesn't have to run. Did you run on it for you to start? Did you and your colleagues run on it for you to start saying it was bumpy?
Bukola, let's listen to Divine Oduduru.
Answer me.
Let's just listen to Divine Oduduru.
Why are you not answering me?
He is pleased. He is pleased. I brought you here to answer questions, Bukola. But Divine Oduduru is pleased that the championship is in Asaba, but he's also talking about some other things. Let's listen to Divine Oduduru.
I'll be participating in the Nigeria Championship, and we have such a crowd coming out to support. And I think with this is like a way showing to us that we are coming into the game of sport where we have people coming, not just focusing on football alone, but athletics. You see, even there is tickets, but the stadium is still filled up. Everybody wants to see the game. So, like this alone gave us more encouragement, even when you are not, when you feel like you don't want to do it, but being home and seeing the crowd home want to come see you compete, you have to like just push yourself to make your people happy. And that's exactly what I did. Even though with the pains and everything, I just have to come out to show to my people that, wow, I'm grateful for you coming out to watch me run, and I just have to do my best. So far, I think I'm trying not to give an excuse about what happened. You know, we in Nigeria, later then they will start saying, oh, because it did this, that's why it's giving some excuses. Like yesterday, coming out from the turn, the track is not like straight. So coming out from the turn, I missed my stop several times. So I almost fell in, but, you know, I have to be conscious moving because I almost turned my ankle. So I have to be conscious of everything of what I'm doing, because after now, by December, January, my school season starts again. So I'm just focusing on my school season because those are the people taking care of me. Those are people meeting up to my needs. So all my sacrifice should go to my school for now. So I just have to be careful and do everything wisely to make sure I get everything right.
Nigeria's 200 meters athlete Divine Oduduru talking about his experience in Asaba. And he mentioned that he doesn't want to make it look like he's giving excuses.
Yes.
Because that's what you organizers have been saying, that it's those ones that didn't win that complaining. But he said the track wasn't straight.
No, Sheye Ogunlewe tweeted. Sheye is like my kid brother. I asked him to go and bring out the tweets for his own future. And when we had that debate between Sheye and I asked Sheye one simple question in front of Simbine, who, by the way, is also asking my company to manage him. I asked Sheye one question. I said, did Simbine complain about the track? He said no. I said, okay, you're growing up. You have acted like a star loser. Can you go and do the right thing? But let's even address what Divine said. Divine said exactly what I